Now I've made a disclaimer to tell you that I don't believe in this color coding.
Yes.
But
yes.
for the purposes of this discussion, I want to share with you that what I have discovered and observed and understood, whoever has dropped the concept black tax, they were explaining the following.
Okay.
To say in Africa in general and in South Africa in particular,
Yes.
there are young adults who are predominantly coming from what is regarded as black communities
Yes.
in our country,
Yeah.
who are coming from families that have got various dynamics that are describing their homes and their backgrounds.
Yes.
So you find that person X has just graduated from one of the universities, and by grace this person is employed, and then they get their first salary
Yes.
or income or wages. By the way, wages is something that you earn several times within a month.
Yeah.
Salary is something you earn once a month.
Yes.
Yeah. So they receive this, and all of a sudden they realize that they've got more behind them that must be taken care of.
Yes.
You find that you are the only one who's working in a family of 10 people.
Yeah.
All of you are in one home. You are a family, but you don't have rents and cents
Yes.
that can sustain you for 30
Yeah.
days.
Right.
You depend on this one person. So let us just be practical. Say, for example, you are 7
Yeah.
in that home. There's no father, there's a mother, and there's yourself as 6 children.
Sure.
And maybe the first 3 in that family have got children of their own.
Yeah.
So you are about 10. One child.
Yeah.
So here's the situation. The first one who's working now has left home. At home they know, yeah, our brother or our sister is now a graduate.
Yeah.
No, first is now a graduate.
Yeah. Yes.
They celebrate. Hey,
Yeah.
poverty is
It's
defeated.
over. Yeah.
By graduating. They don't know that graduation is not equal to employment.
Yes.
So now when they say poverty is over, you who have graduated, now you've got spiritual, physical, and emotional pressure, and social pressure,
Yes.
and economic pressure. To say, I can't tell them the truth, to say, no, Bella, graduation does not mean I'm employed.
Yes,
I must now
Yeah.
join you again, and together, get some so-called.
Sure.
So now you are propelled by psychological difficulties to say, let me do something. Then by grace you get a job.
Yes. Yes.
Now you must announce to them to say, now I'm working.
Yes.
They celebrate. Now bread will come.
Yeah, they think
They don't talk about your vision, your plans, your desires.
It's no longer about you.
No,
now.
it's not about you. And even yourself, you know that it's not necessary. I cannot move on with my vision.
Yeah.
I cannot move on with my business ideas. I cannot be innovative. Why? Because I've got some people to take care of. That now you graduated, you're coming from a family of 10.
Yes.
You now you got an employment under duress.
Yeah.
And then now the family keeps on celebrating.
Yes.
So here comes the issue. Month end, your first salary. You are supposed, for example, if you are born again like me, you are supposed to celebrate God, take 10%, go to the church,
Yes.
trust God
Yeah.
as a seed.
Yes.
Ne?
Sure.
Then your mother calls and say, we don't have whoopee.
Yeah,
Do you know there's a thing called whoopee?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have whoopee. So whoopee differs from township to rural.
Yeah.
Township could be looking for 50 Ks
Or
or 12,5.
Yes.
Yes, super maize, meal or ace, whatever.
Yeah.
But rural area, they need 80 kgs.
Sure.
So they tell you we don't have whoopee.
Sure.
You can't send whoopee fella, you must send tomato, you must send
share,
you must send eggs, you must send this thing. They don't want to check where do you work.
Sure.
So you find that you are working in an urban area, they don't want to check, do you have a place to stay?
Yes, the expenses.
You know,
Yeah.
the like. So
Yeah.
that is
If you
why
are renting or what?
they don't want to know that. They are celebrating the fact that finally in our family there's one person who's working.
working.
Poverty is gone.
Sure.
Their birthdays now are part of you. Yeah, they'll phone, hey, my birthday is next week. They are expecting that in the very same salary, you must buy them a cake, you must buy them an outfit, and they will tell you a label. Yeah. So you are operating in this emotional pain. I don't want to disappoint my siblings. I don't want to disappoint my mother. So now the other thing is, you realize that I've got only this amount of money.
Yes.
And I've got these people to take care of.
Yeah.
And they are seriously coming on me. I can't say no.
Sure.
Then you know what happens? You start to suffer on their behalf. So instead of looking for an apartment to stay, you look for a place where we have informal settlement.
Yeah, because it's cheaper.
It's not even cheaper, sometimes it's free. Yeah, you just get yourself an informal house or a kuku or a shack, and then you push in, and that time it's your emotions
Sure.
which are counting higher than your freedom and your peace.
Yes.
You know what starts to happen, my dear? You start to be angry about everything. Because now you will start to see at home, I'm now a father. My father is not there. This man was useless. You start to be angry.
Sure.
And some people manage this anger inside their bodies. They're trying to be whatever they are not. So you
it
are
emotionally affects you.
yes. So in your case,
Yeah.
you comply with government, but you also have a mandatory responsibility to make sure that out of the take home,
Yeah.
you also must cut another slice
Yo.
as black tax. Yeah. So you must check. My younger sister needed a hairstyle,
Sure.
so you calculate that. My younger brother needs a chisco. Calculate that.
Yeah.
My younger sister needs school fees,
Yes.
uniform. All of these kinds of.
things,
Above
yeah.
all, they need to eat. Above all, they must have shelter.
Yes.
So when you calculate that, you find that it is a serious amount of money, a percentage that is big from your income which you don't have, which when you were employed, the employer never calculated to say, are you from a family that require you to take care of them? You say yes, so how much must we add on your package? No, they look at you as somebody who's individual, who can function based on what they are going to give to you. So what I'm realizing is that many people who are paying black tax,
Yeah.
it's not something they are doing cheerfully. It's not something they are doing necessarily because they've got a choice.
Yes, they
No,
want to.
it's
Yeah.
something that is emotionally and psychologically in them. They are arrested by that kind. So you see, with me, I got liberated from worry, anxiety, and stress very early in my life, Jane.
Wow.
So I accepted anything that was happening to me. So if life was good that day, I celebrated.
Sure.
Yes.
If life was bad, I accepted. I don't have time to really have a meeting with stress and have a meeting with problems.
Yeah.
No, I don't have.
Wow.
So that ushered me to life anchored on a value of truth.
Sure.
What you see is what you get. So if you come to me and say, I need help, I will help you if I can. If I can't, I don't beat around the bush.
Wow.
I'll tell you, I can't at this moment. I don't have a solution to your situation. But I will think of you, and then I will see how can I assist. So I don't commit myself to things I cannot do,
Sure.
which is one of the elements of black tax. Elements of black tax is that you get
Yeah.
into a covenant with family,
Yes.
sometimes without being consulted.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
you are operating on expectations.
Sure.
Yeah, they expect you to do the following. They
Yes.
even make cases
Yeah.
that will make you feel guilty, feel self-condemned. So if you are not liberated in terms of living a life of truth, some people will celebrate being dependent on you, and you will live for them and continue to have pain for the rest of your life because you are not being open. So personally, I become open. Anybody who knows me and who's frank about knowing me, they will tell you, I don't have time to pretend.
Yes.
I don't have time to really promise while I can't. And if you have misunderstood me, unfortunately, in life you can misunderstand someone.
Yeah.
But I cannot be held up
Accountable.
accountable for something I cannot be able to fulfill.
Sure.